Hey man, what it is? This is Deem, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. Y'all already know what this is. There go to PayPal at Deem by any means. There go to Cash App, $ Deem by any means. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It's much appreciated. Teofimo out here cherry picking, y'all. Do y'all see what I'm talking about when it come to Bob Arum now? Y'all see what my problem is with Bob Arum? There is no reason at all that Teofimo Lopez should be fighting Steve Claggett. Let's talk about it, y'all. Steve Claggett is not even ranked in the sanctioning body that Teofimo Lopez is in. And in the other sanctioning bodies, he's ranked number 14 for number 9. Basically was telling you that he's not even a top 10 ranked guy at the division, period. You probably don't know who Steve Claggett is. I've saw him fight a couple times, like on undercards and all that. Not really that interesting of a fighter. He got 38 wins, I believe, like 7, 8 losses. Like he's an experienced fighter, so he has had his day in the sunshine to try to make a name of himself. This is not a fight that we should be seeing. This is not a fight that we should be allowing Teofimo Lopez to get away with fighting. Bob is not trying to set up the best matches. Why do y'all think he will put Shakur Stevenson up against Loma or Gervonta Davis up against Loma when he's not even giving Shakur and Teofimo the fights that they want? And I partially blame Teofimo for this too, because it ain't no way in hell I would have accepted a fight with Steve Gladgett. And then we fighting in Miami too? This who you gonna give me to fight in Miami? You must be out your mind, Bob. And it's a shame how Bob is running his business because Teofimo Lopez need to be. I'd rather see Teofimo versus Jermaine Ortiz than Steve Claggett. You could make more money off of that. And this goes to show you that Bob is in the interest of Bob. Bob is not even in the interest of making the most money. Bob is in the interest is squeezing as much juice out of every fighter that he can. So let's say he put off a big fight just to get 3 fights out of a guy, squeeze all that juice out, then make a big fight. Cancer to the sport, man. And it's exactly what I'll be talking about. Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo can't even get the fights. One is fighting Arthur and the other is fighting Steve Claggett. Arthur need to be fighting somebody like Raymond Matala or somebody like that. Arnold Barbosa, not no damn Shakur Stevenson. And we gonna sit back and be okay with these things. I'm just not okay where boxing is going, and we make excuses for everybody else but Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is the one person that don't get a pass, but all these other fighters, Sabril Mafti is fighting Paro, and all these other fighters, they get a pass, y'all. Pitbull about to fight Jose Venezuela. And shout out to Jose. I like Jose because he a dog. But what I'm saying is there's only one fighter that's held to a standard, and that's Gervonta Davis. These y'all don't really care about the best fighting the best. Because you know how I know, because if y'all care, Bob know y'all stupid enough to watch Teofimo versus Steve Claggett. That is trash. Trash. Nobody asked for this. Why we can't get unification bouts? Or if you're not even going to unify, can you fight Arnold Barbosa or somebody, Gary Antoine Russell, Richardson? Can you fight somebody else that got a name that we somewhat interested in if it's not going to be the top dogs? If it's not going to be the top dogs, if we can't get Shakur Stevenson versus Frank Martin or Delos Santos too, or Gervonta Davis or against Loma, can I get Shakur Stevenson versus Williams Zepeda? Can I at least get that? Can I at least get that? But I guess I just don't like the way this business is going, and I just hope that y'all see everything that I've been saying about Bob Arum, about how he do his business, about him and his fighters, and then they just doing us a disservice, yo. They're doing us a disservice. Bob is trying to squeeze as much juice as he can out of Loma, out of Shakur, out of Tio, out of Jermaine Ortiz, out of Abdullah Mason. Please get the hell away from this man because I just see where it's going. If Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson can't get the fights they want, it's only one fighter at top rank that I know can get the fight he wants, and that's Lomachenko, and that's a maybe. And that's the sad part about boxing. Stop talking to me about Gervonta Davis. Stop talking to me about Devin Haney. Because at least Devin and Gervonta, at least they somewhat got control of what they doing. Y'all sit up there and let this man run your whole career. Y'all sit there and let this man run your whole career. Shakur Stevenson, if you re-sign with Top Rank, bro, I'm calling you a duck from the door, bro. I don't care about all that. I'm sorry, bro. Unless your next two fights is going to be Denny's and Lomachenko, bro, I don't want to hear nothing, bro. I'm going to be honest, because at this point, I'm fed up. I don't want to see Teofimo Lopez fight no damn Steve Claggett, who already got 7-8 losses. What the hell do Teofimo Lopez got to gain by fighting him? What the hell do Sabril Matias got to gain by fighting Paro? Even though I know Sabril Matias is not he's with Eddie Hearn. But my point is, we put all this energy into the fighters, but y'all not sitting up there seeing what these promotional companies doing and what the people that actually put their money behind actually buy the fights. Why would Bob Arum want this fight? Can somebody explain to me what makes Bob Arum think that this is something that we would even want to see, get it behind, do any of that, yo? We can't keep letting these things happen and say that we love the sport of boxing and we love and we want to see the best fight the best, but then we continue to sit up here. We just saw Usyk versus Fury. We're gonna go from Usyk versus Fury to Tio versus Steve Claggett. Like, stop playing with me, dog. And Teofimo has even came out against Bob Arum and complained. But the problem I got with Teofimo and Shakur Stevenson, y'all stay with the men. So I don't want to hear you say nothing. Y'all sound like females who complain about their cheating boyfriend, but stay with him. Let the man cheat 17 times, but you won't call him a cheater. You didn't leave after the first or second time. That is on you. The next 15 times that has happened to you. I don't want to hear about what John did. He was at Sarah's house. You knew he been messing with Sarah for 2 years. I'm sorry, man. And then he gonna claim about the bag. I want you to know, Teofimo Lopez, ain't too many people gonna be watching that, my guy. So I already know he done threw you a little sneaky 700,000. You literally probably got $1 million for this fight. You've been claiming about $1 million, but that's all your purse is worth with a fight like this. Trash. Shout out to Bubba Doug, since he like taking my slogan, talking about curly head Bill, what they call him. I'm gonna take yours. Trash. Okay, absolute trash. I don't want to see that, man. And now I hope y'all start to see what we talking about. Bob Arum, people talking about let Gervonta can't tell Bob Arum nothing. And the fact that y'all idiots think that a man that's at a whole other promotional company can tell Bob Arum something where Bob Arum own fighters can't tell him something. Shakur Stevenson can't tell him nothing. Teofimo Lopez can't tell him nothing. Noah Inoue can't tell him nothing. Lomachenko can't tell him nothing, but Gervonta Davis can. A guy who been running Top Rank longer than Gervonta Davis been born, or Gervonta Davis' parents. Because I'm pretty sure Gervonta Davis' parents wasn't born in the 1960s. I'm just saying. Bob Arum used to promote Muhammad Ali, my guys. You think you could tell that man anything? You can't. He already 80, 90 something years old. He already stuck in his ways. He not coming out of his ways. Not for you, not for me, not for Shakur, not for Loma, not for Tank, not for nobody. And his best friend, Rick Glazier, been telling y'all this for years, but y'all choose not to listen to Rick about that. But then y'all listen to Rick Glazier when it come to pay-per-view numbers. This is what I be talking about with y'all. Stuff y'all do makes zero sense, man. I do not want to see Teofimo Lopez against no damn Steve Claggett. I don't want to see Shakur Stevenson versus no goddamn Arum. It just is what it is, man. And people talking about, but Arum, the guy that Frank barely, I didn't want Frank Martin to fight Arum neither. And what is your point? I didn't want Frank Martin. I would much rather see Frank Martin fight Keyshawn Davis than Arum. Yeah, remember that was supposed to be a fight that was supposed to get set up. I'd like to see Frank Martin versus William Zepeda more than I would wanted to see it against Arthur. So Miss Dean with all that, y'all already know I'm different when it comes to this. There's no reason why Teofimo Lopez shouldn't be trying to unify. He just had a fight that wasn't a unification fight. I don't mind you fighting your mandatory, then fighting a unification. But if you got a unification on the line and you don't go get that fight, and you just fighting a random person, I'm not with that, y'all. I'm with you unifying until you become undisputed. Or you taking one unification bout, then defend your mandatory or something. Or then take another top contender, a guy that's number 3, number 4. Steve Claggett ain't none of that. If this was Teofimo versus Richardson Hitchison, I'd be like, all right, it is what it is. If this was Teofimo versus Gary Antoine Wessel, I'd be like, all right, it is what it is. But that's not the case. So y'all know what this is, man. Get at your boy. This is Dean by any means. You know, everybody hit that cash app. Make sure y'all hitting that like button too, man. Don't be eavesdropping. You come in and love the content, but you ain't hitting the like button. Don't be eavesdropping, all right? That ain't lady like or man like. Drop that, hit that like button. Y'all already know what this is. I get at y'all, all right?